Hello everybody, it's Saturday and we are here to do a fun little project. If you remember, yesterday we opened up the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar, and so we're going to do day 2 again and see what we get and try to create a fun project. So yesterday we got these fun dies that are sitting here on the corner of my desk, and I created this cute little slider box. The supplies were from Stampin' Up. I did use some retired twine just because I had that sitting there. But everything else was current. And then the punch, I think the oval punch was retired. But everything else was current Stampin' Up product. So I wanted to open up the next little box with you for day 2 and see if we can create something yet again. So let's open this up, and we need to find number 2. Looks like it's right there. So let's go ahead and get that open. Oh, and it's a stamp set. So it says sending good thoughts, and it's floral. Okay, I think I might know what to do with it here. Let's see here. Maybe we should create a card. What do you guys think about that? So give me just 1 second. I'll be gone for just a minute. I need to grab some cardstock and maybe some ink and blending pins so that we can create a card. Okay. Okay, let's see what we've come up with here, you guys. So I brought in some basic white cardstock. I thought this might pair really well with our Garden Walk Designer Series paper that Stampin' Up! Has. And then I was going to bring in some blends, so I brought in some Pretty Peacock, some Calypso Coral, and some Poppy Parade. And then we'll have our Memento ink. And let's just kind of see where we go from here. Trying to think if I want to grab anything else, but I guess we'll kind of find that out as we're creating here. So first, I'm thinking I want to stamp this out and see what it looks like so we can kind of get a clear picture of what we got going on here. Okay. Okay. You know what? I am going to grab a couple scraps of cardstock in some of these colors in case we want to do some layering, which I think I'm going to want to do. I just got to see if I have any of those colors in a scrap. This is the only disadvantage of doing it on the fly, is you don't have all your supplies ready. But I think we'll manage here. I'm gonna grab one last thing. I was gonna grab a die in case we want to make any layering pieces here. Let's see what I... Okay, I grabbed a few dies here. Not sure where our project will take us, but so I don't get up again. Okay. I'm going to just kind of open up some dies and see if I'm getting any inspiration. This is the Wishes All Around. I'm not sure about that one. And then I also grabbed Radiating Stitches. Ooh, I might use that one. I'm thinking it's that Radiating Stitches. Okay, well, that made it a little easy. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is a whole new process for me. I've never just created on the fly like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp this down. And I'm going to use my Memento ink so I can use my blends. Okay, very, very, very nicely stamped. I'm impressed. I've never had any Spellbinders stamps before. And then let's do this sentiment also. Wasn't there a sentiment? Am I losing my mind? I thought there was a sentiment with this. I might be losing my mind. I'm making sure it's not attached to one of the pieces that I pulled out. But I'm not seeing it. I swore there was a sentiment with it. Okay, well, maybe not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to color in our image here. And I'm going to use, I'm going to start with that Calypso Coral. I always like to start with the lightest there. And then I'm going to come in with the dark. Actually, I lie. I usually start with the darkest. I'm going to add some more light here for myself. Hopefully it doesn't glare too much. Let's see if I can fix what I did here. That looks better. Okay, let's try that again on the next little flower. So hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. I am avoiding, as you could see, I wanted to do this before I got too carried away. I started to do some winter cleaning here in the house. We redid my closet and got some new shelving. And so I had to gut my whole closet out. And it's all sitting in my bedroom, all over the place. And I need to get it finished. I don't like clutter. And I'm trying to purge. I'm finding that I'm kind of a clothes hoarder. My husband jokes that I could probably, even with the amount of clothes that I've already purged, that I could probably not wear the same outfit for an entire 2 years, he says. I say maybe a half a year. He says 2 years. Okay, so there's the little flowers. Then let's do those bigger flowers, or the bigger flower. So that's what I'm off to do as soon as I get this done. Which does not sound very fun to me. I know I'll love the finished product, but you know how, like, it's one of those processes where I feel like you make a bigger mess to clean up the mess, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, this is pretty. I'm loving just kind of adding these elements from this advent calendar to the products that I have. I'm sure it might be, I mean, I'm only on day 2. Might be challenging, but I really wanted to challenge myself to try to do it. Plus also to make sure I use the product. You know what I mean? Like it's terrible if you buy something and then it just sits there and you didn't do anything with it. Almost done. Then we'll die cut this out and we'll create our card. If you guys could see my craft room right now, it is atrocious. That would be a nice way of saying it. Okay, so let's bring our paper trimmer in. Let's cut this down. I still can't believe I can't find if that was a sentiment stamp or not. Okay, so then I'm going to use my Radiating Stitches dies. And I was hoping... Oh, did I cut it down too much? Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I was kind of hoping to layer these two together. And if I didn't cut off that piece, it would have... No, it still would have cut it off. Okay, we might go... We're going to go for the cut-off look here. Okay, so let's bring our little cut and emboss machine in. And do our 2 plates there. I'm going to actually Post-it note this down just so it doesn't move on me. Since it appears I kind of already cut. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to run that through our emboss machine. Oh, that's going to be cute. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to want to cut another layer, and I'm going to do it in the Poppy Parade. And I'm going to do this larger rectangle. Okay. Oh, didn't cut all the way through. Must not have had that in right. Let's put it more out of an angle. I'm glad I didn't take it off. Okay. Yes, that works this time. Okay, so now we have our layering rectangle. And then let's get this out of the way because we need to do a little bit of cutting so we can put this beauty together. Let's get these dies put away. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm gonna bring in the basic white card base, and we're gonna cut this in half at 4 1/4 on that 8 1/2 inch side. Okay. So then I can make another card with that piece. Then I want to cut, I'm gonna do this honey, what is it? I'm trying to think of the color. I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna cut it at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And that's going to be our base layer. Okay. I'm just winging it here, guys. And then let's pull in some of our Garden Walk Designer Series paper. And I was thinking that piece, I'm pulling in those colors that we were using. Oh, that color, by the way, is wild wheat. I said honey, but it's wild wheat. That might be fun. And okay, you know what? Let's be adventurous. This is all about adventure, right? Okay, so let's cut this piece down to, let's see here. Let's do 1 5/8. I'm trying to think if that will, yep, that'll work. 1 5/8 by 2 7/8. And then we'll do this one at 1 5/8 by 2 7/8. And then we'll do each of these in 1 5/8 inch squares. Okay, so I believe that's all the cutting that we need to do, and we stamped everything, got that done. I know I'm going to be so mad when I find the sentiment, because I swore there was a sentiment with this stamp set. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. And my bone folder is missing, so I'm just going to kind of go with that. I'm going to go ahead and layer down that wild wheat color. Just like that. Let's like I'm gonna need to come in and sand this off. Need a new blade on my trimmer apparently. Okay, so what I was thinking was that we layer these on. Maybe like this. No, it's gonna have to go like, well, no, either way, there's pink by pink. Okay, and then I was thinking I would layer this on top of this. That'll work. I really wish I could find the sentiment, but I'm not seeing it, so, oh well. I probably should, you know what I'm wondering? Hold on just a second. I might cut one more base layer. Let's do a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. I think that'll pull it in a little bit better. I really need to change my trimmer blade. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this down. Just like this. Okay, then I'm going to layer these two together. And then I'm thinking I will add some dimensionals. Let me grab my dimensionals. Maybe, maybe not. You guys, things are just disappearing left and right on me. Oh, here they are. Before we do that, I'm going to add some ribbon here. And then we'll cut that off. I need to find my ribbon scissors. Okay. Okay. And then let's add some dimensionals to that. I'm going to add some just above it just so that it doesn't move. Okay. So I think we're on a roll now, you guys. Now we just got to take that off our release, or the release paper off our little dots. Okay. And then we'll just place this right on down there. Okay. So that is our project that I was able to create with this kit. And remember, everything was Stampin' Up except for the stamp set because it was a die. I mean, it was the stamp. And yeah, that was a cute little project to make, and I like how it kind of coordinates with that designer series paper. So thank you guys for following along with me today, and until next time, my creative peeps, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.